Okay, I think I'm ready. Gonna move a little closer to the desk here. Funny story from work to tell with pictures. Oh god. Sad news in tokusatsu world. Oh shit. Well, I want to know what happened in both cases, and while I do that, I'm also going to tell you my work story because got mauled by a cobra chicken at work today. That's what that's already a wild ass setup. Okay. I'm also not gonna lie, I'm a little bit on the lower energy side today. Was protecting its nest full of eggs. Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm afraid I don't. It's a Canadian goose. Oh, okay. I'm glad to see that even across cultures, those geese are still bastards no matter where you go. But apparently its name is Gertrude. Oh god. Someone named it. Hell no. You gotta be shitting me. Alright. Alright. Well, the locals, the place we were cleaning, named it. Fair enough. Alright. Well, yeah. We keep building. And it just laid eggs there for 3 years straight. Oh god. What the fuck? Alright. So, while I get started, I'm also going to tell my own little work story because I am a little bit on the lower energy side. And it's because management's stupid where I work. And so they've decided to put all of the like teas and refreshers and shit on the upper shelf. And in order to reach it, you need to use a ladder. Well, the floor was so slick that the ladder slipped and I fell like 2 or 3 feet. I currently feel like I've gotten my ass kicked. So if I'm a little bit on like the grouchy / like tired side today, that's probably why. Kenji Oba, the actor for OG Space Sheriff Gavan, sadly passed away 2 days ago. His last appearance in the Gavan reboot this year with final transformation before handing the baton to New Generation Gavan. Oh shit. Well, that's sad. Damn. So yeah. If I'm a little bit on the lower energy side today, that's why I fell at work. Sucks ass. Alright, let's see. I was thinking about using the actual structure of this to measure out where I need to put these, but I'm gonna say fuck it. I'm gonna eyeball it. Because I want these as like knee units, these red components that I found. And honestly, it looks badass, so I'm gonna do it. But I thought I was gonna use these to measure out. That's not happening. But yeah, I fell like 2 or 3 feet down off of a ladder today. Ugh. I was going to DM you an hour after I got the news, but it's already way past midnight at that time, and I forgot about it the next day. It's alright, dude. That's sad, though. God damn. Anytime I hear someone passing away, I'm like, jeez, that's rough. That sucks. I'm sorry. That is sad news in Tokusatsu legend. In Tokusatsu. Alright. But yeah. I don't know who in management. I did the same 4 weeks ago and ripped my pants crotchwise. Oh shit, that sucks. Listen, ripping your pants like crotchwise sucks ass. That shit really blows. Literally. Alright, let's see. Come on. Please stick. to the correct piece. Entire length. Oh, Jesus. Would have been hanging out if not for boxers. God damn, son. That's some bullshit. That sucks. You could smell it. Oh. Do you not wash, my guy? God damn. You also playing the Battle Kenya and Battle Fever J and Denji Blue from Denji Man? Alright. Sentai series. Alright. God damn. That's a very accommodating ex then. Anyway. Yeah, I fell off a ladder today and I'm feeling like I got my ass beat, so that's fun. Because management decided...
Become moist.
Oh my god. I brewed tea because I don't have any more liquid death. There we go. Anyway. Yeah. Management decided to put all of the really heavy containers for liquid on the highest fucking shelf. And thus, you have to use a stepladder to get up there. I, having gorilla arms, was like, you know what, I'll just use this step stool that's nearby. And what ended up happening is I ended up eating shit and falling like 2 or 3 feet. I am on ibuprofen. I am on Spite. I'm very tempted to just DoorDash some liquid death because I'm kind of thirsty. But, me, dude. Finally got rid of fever after shivering and cannot sleep the night after last stream. Oh, God. Brother, I think you need bedtime. I think you need to go to bed and sleep. I think I need to go to bed and sleep, but I got too much to do. And also, this project got me by the balls. Because, I really want to do more on this. This is actually unironically really fun. Brightens my day a little bit, too. I did. Last night was the best sleep for me this week. Jesus Christ. Alright. I'm also thinking about implementing these guys for the arm units. Where's the other one? Oh, there they are. Found it. Yeah, these look dope as fuck for arm units, but I need to be careful and cut and measure these correctly. Otherwise, I'm going to get them stuck and not be able to get them back off again. And the reason why is when you click them together, it takes this shape. And I really like this shape. But more than that, it also has these 3mm adapters down at the bottom. And I can use those for various things. So, I'm going to try and implement somehow these parts into the arm unit. First, I need to see if it actually even fits, because if it doesn't, I'm going to need to do some work. And it kind of doesn't. Damn, okay. I was really hoping it would. That's what I was afraid of. Alright. So what needs to happen is I need to widen this piece up a little bit more. Or... okay, here's what I could do. I could cut some of the structure a little bit up here. It will kind of make the 3mm adapter hole a bit wonky to work with, but it will work. I don't even need to shave off that much either. That's the best part. Okay. Go. So yeah. That's more or less how my day went. And I'm trying not to use my left hand too much because it really hurts like fuck. But the build must go on. Ugh. Yeah, I got rocked pretty hard. I was like all fucked up for like an hour and a half. Ugh. And I wish I wasn't. Okay, yeah. Just shaving off that little bit actually worked out really good. Because now I can actually attach it, but... Problem the second, I think that this part is a little bit too wide. But let's see first. Yeah. It's a bit too wide. God damn it. Alright. So... New problem. It's too wide. Solution unclear. But... we know that this part actually fits well, so... that's a plus. Alright. How am I gonna approach this? How am I gonna get some... how am I gonna stop some big mean Mother Hubbard from tearing me a structurally superfluous new behind? And the answer is a gun. And if that don't work, use more gun. I love Team Fortress sometimes. And by sometimes, I mean like every time I get to reference it. I almost dropped that shit on the floor and that would have pissed me off. Alright. So, hold on. I know this is too wide, but I need to understand... I need to understand what I can do and what's preventing it from closing all the way. So to do this, where is the issue? Okay, the issue is that I can't close it all the way from the inside due to structure points getting in the way. Solution, I'm going to have to chop them off. Okay. I see exactly which ones I need to cut off too. And they're these guys, like right in here. That right there. Gotta get it out. Once I get it out, I should be able to close. The speculation going around in Common Writer Myth gonna be an Anniversary Writer. Oh, okay. Hella. Alright. Come on. There we go. Whew. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. My left hand really hurts right now. And so does my left leg. Because when I fell, I sort of done a... you know what? I'll illustrate on the Gundam. So I was standing up, right? And then when I fell, I sort of did like a this motion. And I hit like my hip and like my entire arm. So right now I'm like... Pain da yo. pain. Oof. So yeah. I'm all hopped up on fucking ibuprofen right now. It's fun. Right. There's more I need to get out of there, so shave it. I also realized I should be playing more GBO. I've been playing a little bit of GBO2 off stream to try and practice for Mecha Mondays, but the crazy thing is that I get really, really bad matchups. Like, that game actually does everything in its power to shit on my enjoyment of it. It looks like my buddy Sleeps is having a lot more success than I am at it, which I'm happy to see. He hit Sergeant recently, and all I can think of is, goddamn. My boy has come a long way. I'm proud of him. For the man who hates PvP games, he's done remarkably well. And I would like to one day tell him, brother, you've done awesome. So you didn't have the Code Fairy DLC? I do on the PS5 version. I don't care enough to get it. Well, I mean, I have the mobile suits from Code Fairy. Like, I had some leftover stuff in my Steam wallet, so I was just like, fuck it, I'll just get some of my old mobile suits back. That's why I have the Titania and all that. But I don't really feel like playing through it again. It's just... Like, once I play through something, I don't really feel like doing it again. I did like it, though. It was a fun game. It was really fun, but I don't feel like playing it again. Yeah, one day I would like to tell Sleeps that he's done an amazing job, and I noticed his skills improve dramatically. And I'm proud of him. My boy plays PvP good now. Let's see. Now all I wish is that fucking GBO2 would let us actually play in the same teams. It's constantly going up against my dudes it feels bad, man. I don't want to. I'm also already past my sweaty days, so I don't really give that much of a shit about meta in that game. But there is a part of me that wants to re-embrace the meta. Like, I can never really get rid of that part of my brain as much as I'd like to. Embrace the cheesiness. Okay, hang on. I think I'm also starting to understand now that it's not just the internal structure, but this elbow joint is actually just too damn wide. Which is annoying because this is literally one of the few that I know will work. I guess I could fabricate a different one that isn't as wide, but I don't really want to. That's the thing, is I don't really want to do that. So I'm wondering. I was reading about the Zuda yesterday, and I found out there's a variant called the Ono Custom, and it doesn't look like a Zuda at all. That makes sense. I like the Zuda. I think I know which one you're talking about, too. Because the Zuda is a funny little machine when it's not blowing up. I actually love how the Zuda looks aesthetically. I just hate that it sucks ass in the lore. And that in order to actually have a good Zuda, you need to do Zuda F-type. Like, it physically makes me sad that the best version of the Zuda only happens after the 1 Year War. And it's only after everyone realizes, oh shit, maybe this engine that blows up randomly should probably get taken out. It's a too little too late situation. Oh, god damn it. Come on. There we go. Now then. Nope, that's not the one I modified. I need to make sure. I'm using the right ones. My goodness. Let's see. We got that. Also, I'm gonna admit the other reason why I haven't been doing more Bloodborne lately is because I'm worried that my Avermedia is just gonna brick my entire system. I was reading up on reasons why my stream was crashing so much, and it's because my laptop doesn't support jack shit when it comes to like file formats and all that. So Ono Custom was a mobile suit from Build Fighter Universe, and the suit was based on Kemper, Jinx, Gaffrin, and Zuda, but if you look at the picture, there's nothing on it that screams Zuda. But Gundam Wiki puts that Ono Custom as Zuda variant. I mean, it is possible that what they did was they just called it a Zuda variant and then called it a day. That is a possibility of what they've done. Okay, hang on. I wonder as well. I wonder if I could get away with sanding down part of the arm unit. Okay, is this the doctored one? It is. Okay, I just need to... Oh. Okay, yep. I also need to get rid of the inner structure in there. So, gonna do that real quick. Ono Zuda, Alright. Interesting. But yeah. Turns out that my Avermedia might just be eating up too much memory. So I have to be very, very cautious about which peripherals I actually run and which I don't. Finished reading... Sorry, I just finished reading it fully. It was built from Build Breaker World, and the only Zuda part is the back engine. So then it's not really a Zuda. It's something that approximates a Zuda. But it's not really a Zuda. But yeah, I'm a bit cagey about the fact that my capture card can just brick my system, so I have to kind of hold back on the PlayStation shit. Bro really picked the worst part from a Zuda. He did. I mean, why not pick the frame and then pick a different part? Aside from the stupid Saturn engine. Like, literally pick anything else. He did pick the worst part. So yeah, continuing to talk about that, I really want to just make sure that my shit runs good first, and then I'll worry about going back to Bloodborne and PS5 games later on down the line. So I gotta give Bloodborne a rest for a bit until I upgrade my PC. That's just the sad and unfortunate reality of the situation I live in. So PC upgrade has to come first, and then I'll be able to do my shit again. I also need to get rid of this. That's part of the inner structure that's preventing any progress from occurring. There we go. And then sculpt this down just a touch. I wish I could get in there a little bit easier, but there we go. That worked out. That worked out better than I thought it would. Okay. There we go. Oh yeah, the red Zuda was already existed in UC Timeline. It's called EMS 10 LE Lepus. Yes, indeed it was. That is some obscure UC lore. Obscure but fun, I should clarify. Oh shit. Okay. I accidentally ripped the arm off, but that's okay. I should probably be working on it individually like that anyway. And it still won't close. No matter how much room I make. So it is looking like I'm going to have to sand down the elbow joint part so that I can actually equip this. Because otherwise we're not going to be able to fit it for how wide it is. Okay. In that case, I'm going to remove that part, straighten it out a bit, and I'm going to just go a few passes on each side to really shave it down a bit. I also read some fact about Great Zeong, that Great Zeong was the basis for the Kshatriya design. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. Alright. Love me some Kshatriya lore. Okay. I don't want to take too much off, but I need to smooth it out just enough. Alright. Now I need to do the other side. Essentially a perfect Zeong with prototype Kshatriya wing binder. Alright. That's pretty neat. Alright. I've learned something today. Kshatriya is a beautiful mobile suit, though. Alright. Sanded it down just enough, I hope. If this doesn't work, then I'll try and figure out a different method, but it should at least work now. Or at least fit flush, I hope. Alright, is this the doctored one? No, that's not the doctored one. The doctored one is this piece right here. Does it fit? Ooh, so close. Wait. Almost. Almost. We're almost there. Literally, I just need to sand it. I just need to sand this down a little more. And it will fit. But it's almost there. Hell yeah. Alright. Also, the Great Zeong have the ability to split all the limbs and turn X Gundam. Oh, God. That's pretty crazy, not gonna lie. Alright, let's see, I just need to go a little bit slimmer, and it will fit. That's pretty wild, though. Split limbs, like Turn X. There we go. Great Zeong has the ability to separate itself into 7 wireless remote weapon bits. Head, torso, arms, abdomen, and feet. Each of the bits have a built-in mono-eye sensor, making them resemble a group of mobile armors. That's so wild. That's so wild. What the fuck? Alright. Well then. I've learned something new today. I'm quite glad that I have learned about this, though. It makes me happy. Anytime I learn about new Gundam lore-related stuff, it makes my evening. Ooh, so close. We're so close, I can taste it. Okay, what needs to happen, actually, is I need to get rid of the back structure. I think the back structure here is actually what's getting us, so I have to do a little bit more trimming, but not on the internal structure anymore. I need to do it like right here on the edge. And just sculpt this out. There we go. Now I'm going to clean it up a little bit so it looks better. And then we should be in a good situation, or a better one, I hope. All right. Scratch that out of there. There we go. Remember the silver bullet suppressor from Narrative that have the spare hands on the back? Yeah, what about it? All right, let's see. MSN's X-17 Zeong type mobile armor. Research this one up and look at the back of it. I will in a moment. Let's see. Yeah, I will in a moment. I just want to get through that. I want to do my build, but we will. We will. Okay, I shaved enough of it down, I think. That Zeong type mobile armor was autonomous, meaning no pilot like a drone. Alright. Okay, damn. Still too wide. We're almost there. God damn, okay. Where is it not? According to Wiki, it can disguising itself into space debris. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Alright, well, hold on. My mobile platform was getting a little wigged out there for a moment. Okay, hang on. I need to somehow make this bit smaller. There's a lot of Xeon variants. I don't doubt that. Surprisingly, there's a lot. I'm gonna have to do this to the other side too, now that I think about it. This is bad. And I don't want to go too far, otherwise I'm gonna end up kind of messing it up. Making it too structurally weak. So I'm just gonna keep sanding it down in increments so that what ends up happening is enough material is removed that I can actually fit it, but not so much that it actually breaks. Okay. Now we're gonna try again. Is this, which one is the doctored one? This is the doctored one, okay. Oof. Alright. Push inside of there. And then this should fit, hopefully. Damn it, almost. We're like right there. Right where we need to be. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, we're like right there. I need to get rid of a few more millimeters and it will work. Oh, this sucks. Okay. I guess we're gonna have to just bite the bullet and do it. And then I'll have to do it to the other side too, which is gonna be awful, but you know, we suffer for our art here. Sand it down. There we go. I have to get rid of the debris on there so we can keep sanding it down. That side looks well and truly done, so let's go for the other side. Oh boy, I really hope that this pays off. Meanwhile, in another universe, Xeon managed to be produced in large quantities. Indeed. Indeed it did. Okay. Thunderbolt universe? Yeah. Listen, Thunderbolt is the universe where they were like, you know what, let's play around with all these different mobile suit variants and see what sticks. And to be fair, a lot of them hit real hard. I'm a fan of like 90% of the Thunderbolt stuff. Let's see. And yet Xeon still loses the war. Yep. As it must. It must be. There's no way around it. Let's see, will it fit now? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Is it gonna fit? Maji kayo. Hontou ni maji kayo ni. Almost. Good lord. Okay. There is a part of me that wants to plaster weld it down and just call it good, but no, I won't do it. We're gonna make it work. I'm stubborn. At least G-Quux gave us the Xeon winning the war universe courtesy by Lala Screaming Lady soon. Yeah. That's true. We were indeed given that universe. The G-Quux verse is so weird. I've had some time to sit on it, and I gotta admit, I still really like it. It's got problems, sure, but I still really, really enjoyed it for what it was. It does have issues, and it has a lot of weird plot contrivances that kind of annoy me, but I really did like it. I enjoyed it. Okay. Alright, actually, it fits. Hell yeah. Hold up. Lock it into place now. You know what I might do, actually? Because it's this back part that's just giving us all the problems. I might just cut out the middleman and figure out something else to do. In my head, in one of Lala's timeline, I'm imagining Char taunting Amuro to chase him in his red Zuda while saying, "You can't catch me, you can't catch me!" While waving the double middle finger to Amuro. I mean... yeah. Yeah, isn't that kind of what they do anyway to each other, just in a less humorous capacity? Alright. Here we go. I'm just gonna do it this way. It's really just the back component that's preventing me from sticking this on where I want it to go. So we're gonna get rid of it, and I'll fit something else on there. There we go. And the rest after, you know what happened, someone pushed the Zuda to the extreme, yep. It's like, ah yes, I've removed the limiters to my Baito! And then Char becomes a literal red comet. You watched the Kakarot video, didn't you? There's no other reason why you would be making that joke. Okay, actually. Whoa, hold on. Yeah, okay, this works. Hold up. I'm onto something here. So now with this setup, I don't need to actually worry anymore. Because what I could do, more like the meme video you sent. That's true. That meme video is so good though. Okay, hang on. I'm cooking here. So what I've done is not only have I shaved it down so that it fits in correctly, I have removed this back section. So now I could just slide the part in there. Also, Duval and MSA Glue becomes a comet in the end. He does. He really kind of does. Okay, so now with this armor, I can just slide that in there. I don't have to worry about... Okay, well... So putting those two, you get a wild imagination of Char. Yeah. I remember, I sent you the video. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do now. I'm going to weld this shut now. And not only am I going to weld it shut, I'm going to blend the components together a little bit better. And what we're going to do is just make damn sure that the seam lines are closed. All right. And then I'll do the same thing to the other arm, and then we'll slide it all together, and it'll be perfect. All right. So first things first, I need to do the exact same procedure as I did to the other one, which is to say I need to remove some of the internal structure here. There we go. Come on. In we get. There we go. There we go. And then we chop in here like so. Let's see, you're the one who said that Lala even pulled a Sazabi for Char to find with Amuro, and despite using a still more advanced mobile suit, Char still loses. Yeah. Yeah, I did say that. It's also really funny to think about because that jank-ass mobile suit in the back ranks of that flashback sequence is a Sazabi. Which I think is fucking wild. Like, Lala really had... I'm beginning to think that Char was capable of killing a battleship, but not a mobile suit. Skill issue. Yeah. It kind of paints Char in a less than flattering light if you think about it. Because even with Lala literally hacking the fucking universe, he still can't beat Amuro. Like, really, really think about that for a moment. And how funny that is. Like, even with all of her hacks, Char still can't beat Amuro. To be fair, it's mostly Artesia's fault. I think. I like to headcanon that it's Artesia's fault.
Drink water. Become.
Alright. Water drank. Or tea drank, rather. Oh my god. None of that.
Oh no.
Lala should just pull the strike freedom for Char. I mean, at this point, she has the capability to do whatever the fuck she wants. She could just straight up... You know what? She should just pull in the Turn A Gundam for Char. There we go. Char will fly the Turn A Gundam in one of these alternate universes. He'll have a red Turn A Gundam. That's the most overpowered mobile suit I could think of, because the thing has a literal black hole for a fucking reactor, so... He doesn't need funnels or bits or anything. Just give him one that can literally obliterate a fucking solar system. There you go. Problem solved. Char lives. I do think it's funny that in Lala's little Rose of Sharon visual novel Goon Cave, she tried literally every save state she could possibly find to get out of the bad end.
Schnipp, schnapp. Ja.
I don't have the energy for that today, dude. I'm not gonna laugh for bad behavior.
ist so verletzlich. Denn wenn ich schnapp, den fresse ich. Zum Schnappen bin ich immer bereit. Schnipp, schnapp, Himmel ab.
Dark History Turn A have the capability of short teleportation. Oh shit, actually Dark History Turn A.
Schnappi, schnappi, schnapp. Oh,
Dark History Tourney.
Schnappi, schnappi, schnapp Beine ab.
That would be a good
Köpfe
one.
ab. Schnibbeli-bap-bap, schnibbelab.
Don't get me wrong, it's still funny, Jason. It's just that I don't have enough energy to laugh right now. Holy shit. I'm on like too much painkillers. I'm on like a shit ton of painkillers. It's still funny. But yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Dark History Tourney. There you go. That'll fucking work. Hell yeah. I'll tell you what though, you know what'd be funny? Walla pulls in the Dark History Tourney, and that shit just straight up gets blown up by Amuro anyway. Like, Amuro still finds a way to blow it up. Alright, here we go. Pop out that. Oh, okay. Well, that works too. Same procedure. I need to get rid of as much of this as I can without ruining the interior, so... in we go. Yeah, well, those two can use Turn A for washing their clothes after they get married. My goodness, Kays. You gotta stop looking at all the Rule 34. It's rotting your brain, brother. Lala could have been like a mother to Shar. And Amuro killed her. So don't you dare judge him. Only a few people are going to get that joke. It's not even really much of a joke. It's just a quote. Direct quote. I also like how in that moment, Amuro realizes just how much of a fucking weirdo Shar is. He's like, wait, what? There's literally a moment where he just goes, wait, what? It's not a dirty joke. No, I know. I just turned it into a dirty joke. I chose to turn it into a dirty joke, man. All right. Here we go. Yeah, no, that last quote between not Lala, but fucking... So I got PTSD from the PP jokes the other day, and to be honest, I didn't even remember half of what I said. You just kept making... It's not really much of... It wasn't even really a problem. I just wanted to put you on the spot for a sec, because you kept making dick jokes, and I was like, can you make a different joke? Just kept making dick jokes, that's it. PTSD from the dick jokes. Good lord. Good lord, sir. That's all I gotta say about that. Okay. Here we go. I heard Mecha Break is going to be getting an update soon that gives it like a PvE mode. I might take a look at that and see how it changes the game in any significant way. I think it would be fun to go back into it with my kick-ass Alfred that has the shining wings now. It has like the shiny wing binders. Looks cool as shit. Alright. I also did have to do a significant amount of yelling today at Xfinity. Because yesterday I wanted to do the stream where we work on our beautiful Gunpla, but there was an outage in the area. It pissed me off. I was like, the fuck? How? What? Why? And it turns out, so basically God Gundam Hyper Mode with Strike Freedom. What? My Alfred from Mecha Break? Or are we still talking about, like, mobile suits that we can give to Char so that Lala's self-insert crack fic actually happens? Like, which one are we talking about? Because, if you're referring to my Alfred, then it'd be like giving the, then it would be like Mecha Break patch update. I mean, my Alfred literally just looks like it has the Sinanju wings now, but they shine, and they're shiny. They're not really like God Gundam or Strike Freedom. It's more like if you slapped Sinanju wings that glowed in the dark on the Gundam heavy arms. That's kind of more of what it is. Okay, let's see. And then there we go. If Char got the God Gundam, he's probably gonna spam the kick onto Amuro. Probably. And then he'll get intercepted by a core fighter that has Artesia in it. And then he'll be like, oh shit, Artesia's in that machine. And then he'll still get shot down. Because I don't think there's any universe where he actually doesn't get his ass blown up. Get God foot. Yeah. There you go. God foot. There we go. Okay, now time to do the sanding portion of this, which I'm not really looking forward to. But I need to make sure the fucking thing fits. So we're gonna do it. Plug that down. In G-Quux, Artesia didn't use the core booster. Instead, she's using the light gun cannon up until the end of the war. True. True. You speak truth. Alright, let's see. I need to sand this bullshit down until we get to be about roughly the same size as the other arm. I'm going to be checking it every once in a while just to make sure that we're on the right track. I just need to make sure all the components, instead of the White Devil, we got the White Witch and Chibi Witch emblem. True? I remember Sugai, and Sugai was actually one of my favorite characters from that show. Like, I put my personal emblem on my MG Ball Verka. Oh my god. You need to put it on the Byerlent. You need to put virulent arms on it. Let's see. Depending on how much stuff I have curing by the end of the night with my Plastaweld, I may hop onto Gundam Breaker 4 for a bit just so I could putz around with some digital Gunpla as well. Just to see what's up. I don't really have a set plan. I may even try and do like an additional stream this week because I'm kind of in the mood for it. But I'd want to do like I'd want to like take a look at Mecha Break or something. Do something a little bit more normal for me. Not that Gunpla isn't normal for me because, I mean, fucking hell. It's half of what my channel is. But you get what I mean. You get what I mean. Alright, let's see. I need to get this side a bit more. Somehow. Okay. Now, will it fit? Perfectly, like a glove. Okay. Oh yeah, I've been getting YouTube short about GB4, and some of those are really cool designs. Like someone made an old school robot from Super Robot genre using gun cannon. I believe it. People make some crazy shit on there. Like, the level of creativity that I see on Gundam Breaker 4 is nuts. I was trying to make an orbital frame the other day. I guess those blocky semicircular legs and arms do have some similarities with Super Robot. They do, man. Like, if you look at them, pretty closely, they absolutely do look like Super Robot stuff if you use them in the right context. It's cool shit. Just saying. Alright, let's see. Now I'm plaster welding these shut, just like the other ones. Oh, I wish I had gloves. Let's see. Yep, close, please. There we go. I need to make sure to get in there earlier. Or not earlier, but later on. To ensure that, not only that they close up correctly, but you didn't get those golden gloves? No. I did not in fact get golden gloves. No. No. No golden gloves for this robot. Alright, let's see. Pop that hand on there again. Okay, one of the other modifications I wanted to do tonight was to cut this central chest cylinder down. Because every time I try to fit things on there with this thing present, they have pink too, you know? Listen. No. No. Let's see. Oh yeah, but what I was saying is, because of this central chest hole, nothing really lines up good. So I gotta make sure that these more or less sit all flush together so that when I attach things to the front, there's nothing that like that central hole doesn't just like pop out and ruin everything. But it looks like we fixed it, so beautiful. A beautiful compromise there. All right. Now I'm going to check the chest that we were working on. Okay, actually it sits more evenly. I like that. Okay. Cool. Now all I have to do Oh, that's neat. Okay, hang on. So, literally all I have to do now is figure out where the dead center in this chest piece is, drill a hole there, and then I can just... Oh, I can't. So the problem, this chest piece already has a hole there. It's not 3mm though, so I have to think of something else. But this chest now fits perfectly on there without that central component getting all up in the way. Alright, hold up. I believe there is a solution here. But the solution is I have to glue this in here. I don't really want to, but I'll make it work. Wait, how did I get so zoomed out? What the heck? Come on, back into frame. There we go. All right, there we are. Let's see. Yeah, I need to plaster weld this component in there. And then when I do that... Wait, no, hold on. That's not going to work, because if I do that, I'll run into the same situation where it doesn't sit flush. And I want this to sit flush. So... the problem now becomes... Okay, hold up. Okay, hang on. I just thought of something that I could do. It may be a little bit on the reckless side, but... Oh no, Mitz! What did you do? Buddy! I can't decide whether or not she just hurt herself or not, but she just slammed right into the table. Solving a problem and at the same time creating another problem. Listen. Even back when I did custom motorcycle shit, we had a saying, custom parts equal custom problems. This is the same principle. Custom parts equal custom problems. And let me tell you, Sonny, when you want something custom, that shit takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, and you'll probably be making 80 more problems for yourself in the process to get what you want. This is the reality of custom builds, whether you're doing motorcycles or whether you're doing fucking Gunpla. Okay. Now I need this. Best Buy customization I've seen is a Honda Cub with custom high handlebar. Nice. That sounds pretty sick. Yeah, I used to have a oh, ads. Damn, bruh. Okay, hang on. Yeah, I guess while I'm working on this, I'll yap a little bit about back from ads. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, no, like back when I was in school, I had a 2004 Iron Mountain Victory, and that shit was so cool. I managed to get my yearbook picture on it, and then I had to sell it, which made me real sad. It was my primary mode of transportation. Oh shit. Mitz keeps like worrying me right now. She's both got the zoomies, and she's also just like cracked out of her skull over there. I don't know what's up. It doesn't look like she's dropped anything or if she's like injured. She's just being a wackadoo. Cat behavior. Your first bike was Yamaha. Hold on, I'm gonna... Alright, that's worrying. Oh, I should probably... You know what? Hang on. Angle the camera up a little bit. First bike was a Yamaha 100 two-stroke. Hell yeah. Not bad, not bad. I miss riding, though. That's all I'm gonna say. I also had a bobber that had a suicide shifter on it. It was fun. Changed the muffler from my original factory to a noisy, annoying mosquito sound. Oh my god. So you were zipping around going ee. Yeah. I also had a bobber that had a suicide shifter on it. It was fun. Dangerous as shit, but it was really fun. Because you have to keep... Because if you don't know what kind of like gear shifter that is, it's where you have to control the bike with one arm, like with one hand. So you have one hand here, and then you have one down here. Like, well, not like right here, but you have one like down by your like hip or your side. So you're controlling the bike with one hand, and then with your left hand, you're shifting gears. It was dangerous as shit, but it was fun. All right, let's see. If I do that... Oh, it'll work. This'll work. Yeah, something like that. Plus, you know how two-stroke is. Lots of smoke, so technically, even though my bike is annoying like a mosquito, I kill a mosquito using the ride with the smoke. True. Okay, but I figured it out. Okay. So I made enough space in there for this guy. Hang on, I'm also gonna move my lighting situation a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing here. So I made enough room for an adapter in there. Now all I have to do is glue it in there, and I'll be able to just slot this in like so. Oh. Hold on, I'll do it this way. Because I'm just doing this for the sake of demonstration anyway. And then I'll actually do it. But yeah, so it fits like this. Oh, damn it. Come on. Get in there. Fuck. Yeah, there we go. Like that. And it's spaced out enough that you can still see the inner frame. And it leaves me a little bit of room to do some more fun upgrades. And it's some good shit, man, let me tell you. Some of that good shit right there. Ah, All right. I think one of the things I need to do, I think something I have to do though, because it did introduce something of a problem. And it's that it still sits a bit far out. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of sanding and then I'll be able to hook it in there. But we're on the right track. Because I don't actually need the back portion of this adapter, I just need the front. And I need it to sit... Oh shit. Okay. I was worried for a moment there. I was like, did I just lose it? No. We're good. Alright. We're trucking along. And it's beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful. Yeah, and tonight I don't actually have a set stop time, so I'm just gonna keep going for as long as I feel like it. You may also see me, like, DoorDash some food. So I could take a little bit of a lunch break, but... yeah, we'll see. Okay, yeah. That's the right depth. And I'll leave some of the structure in there so it can hold it. But this is where we're at with the torso piece. Looks good. We're looking golden, and I'm gonna try and keep it as close as I can to this. And I want to embed it in there a little better. Okay, cool. Yeah, that works. And then as it cures, I can also make small adjustments to it. All right. There we go. No, it fell over. Okay. Panic, panic. The more I look at it, the more it's going to look like Aibo suits. I'm not opposed to that. And it probably will. I'm going to be very real with you because I have a lot of Iron-Blooded Orphans backlog parts, so... it very well may. It may not. We'll see. Because I am going to be adding a lot more details to this, and I'm going to be doing some... I'm going to be doing some more detailing work. I'm just getting the structure of the armor down. For now. Okay, there we go. And we're going to seal it right there. Yeah, so... a lot of these parts that I have are from my Iron-Blooded Orphans backlog. And the spare parts bin, because I'm going to be very real with you. Iron-Blooded Orphans parts are baller as fuck for kit bashing. They're so easy to use. Alright. There we go. But yeah, they're so easy to use, man. I can't help it. And they look good, so... I have a fuck ton of Gundam frame parts, so that's mostly where this is coming from. Alright, let's see. I'm also liking the idea of putting this component on the very top of this, so... if you look at it... oh shit. No! Run. Nigerundayo. Nigerunayo. Alright, there we go. So, this top component. It's this nose-like thing right here. There we go. Put it right there. Like, right on the top. I think that would be cool looking, so I'm gonna see if I can. But I'm gonna wait first for this to finish curing. And I'm going to go back and check on these guys. Looks like the leg armor is cured, so we're just going to put that right back where it belongs, which is on. BRB, it's getting hot over here and I need to take a quick cold shower. That's fine. Enjoy your shower. Shiawase shower. So yeah. That's kind of where we're at right now. And I find it a little bit entertaining to just pop these things right into place where they belong. Oh, this one doesn't seem to want to cooperate just yet. Hold up. I see, that's why. There we go. Now it is. Yeah. I like how these components look as like knee armor. Plus, inside of here is... Oh, hold on. You can't really see it that well, but... You know what? I'm going to do this. Increase the lighting a little bit. So you can kind of get a look inside there, and you will see that there is a port for a C-clip. So... Eventually, I do think it'd be cool to put like a C-clip with a vernier on there. Really push this thing into high mobility mobile suit territory. So that's kind of where my head's at with this as of right now. But we are in a situation where we're building something quite special. And I'm enjoying it. So, let's see. What's the next thing we can work on? Because the arm components and the chest components are curing right now. So, you know what I'm going to do, actually? I can work on elbow armor. That sounds ridiculous when I say it out loud, but that's really what it is, to be perfectly honest with you. And to do that, what I can do is actually click in something like this. I'm going to try and find something else, but I think it would be really nice to have good elbow armor. But there's a lot to choose from in my little pile of tricks here. And I might need to... Let's see, I'm going to try and pull some of my components around. And hopefully I can find another shield extension unit. What is that, you might ask? Well, it's one of these. Hold on. You can't really see it. It's this piece right here. And the reason why is that it lets me do like little reaches around the side of the mobile suit part. And it lets me attach things that normally you cannot attach. And even then, I might cannibalize one of my other hit bashes that I have lying around for a greater purpose. In fact, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Ugh. These runners are not cooperating with me anymore. Okay. So, even though I love this kit bash, I'm going to remove the shield component on here so that I can actually have a connector or 2 or 3 to attach onto my frame. There we go. Yes. Now I have the capacity to get shoulder arm or elbow armor. Good shit, man. Good shit. Every time I make a new advancement on this, it just puts me in a good mood because I'm like, let's do this. I have motivation. And not only that, but I'm going to actually use the plot plate. I'm going to use some more plot plate in order to do some detailing work, but I'm just getting the structure of my armor done first before I start getting all fancy. Because there's a very specific look I'm going for, and I need to make sure I do this the right way. I was also eyeballing these parts right here. And they come from 30-minute mission kit. Knife almost fell down on the floor. I would rather it didn't. Alright. I'm gonna pop these guys out. Alright. Well, that was a thing that occurred. That runner decided it was going to try and make an escape, but there is no escape. Not here. That sounded rather ominous, didn't it? But no, my idea here is to actually put these as the lower armor section. Yeah, those were words. So what'll happen is that this will hook on like right here, like the front chest armor, and then I can attach these like that to go around the back and get like some extra detail in there. 'Cause by the end of this build, my goodness, sorry. My camera is bugging out right now, and it's because I have the extra lighting going. Hang on. There we go. When I have two sources of light, everything decides to break a little bit. But yeah, the idea is I get these guys and I attach it like this, where the regular underpit, like armpit thing is, and it will go to the back like this. And it will give us more of like an armored core look. So that's the goal. Eventually. I still need to let this core block dry first before I start getting creative, but creative I will get. And we're going to keep these parts out right there so that we can do that. What I'm going to suss out now is elbow armor, though. And that shouldn't be too difficult of a task to do because I have a metric ass ton of parts that need to be used up or they're getting thrown out. So, what would be a good elbow part in my little bag of tricks here? Actually, hold up. I'm gonna experiment with something. Beautiful thing about this is that if I don't like a part, I can just not use it. But here's my thoughts on the matter. These look neat. And with the overly blocky elements of the arms that I have right here, which will be sitting like that, like right in here, I can then use these to go up kind of like that. And it'll still give me... Oop, it ran away from me. It'll still give me like this 3mm adapter hole so I can still plug in other weapons and armor as I see fit and or as amuses me. So that's something to think about. All right. Now, that I have established that there is kind of a jank-ass method I could use to make this work. I don't know if I want to use the jank-ass method, but screw it, let's go for broke. And all it requires is me drilling in like this. There's already a structure there that I could latch onto and just hollow it out a little more in a rounded kind of way. So this is what I call the jank-ass method. It still technically makes a 3mm adapter hole. It just does it in kind of a stupid way. So now, when I equip this, it works, but it is very jank-ass. We're going to work on it a little more, but just know this is an option. And it's an option I might take advantage of, actually, because I need to simplify a lot of the processes here. And also, if I find a better looking elbow plate thing, I'll use that. I'll probably end up using that instead. Like, this is mostly just my stopgap. So, I'm going to go ahead and hollow this one out with the jank-ass method. Oh, no. The jank-ass method is failing. Okay, jank-ass has been corrected. I'm probably going to end up finding a component I like a lot more, so this is by no means a set in stone kind of thing. All right. But we're going to slap it on there anyway. And we're slowly coming into our own here. This thing's looking good. And I'm adoring all of the process right now. All right. Now, there are several components on this that I enjoy, but only one of which I want to use. So I'll save this one. We're going to try and use this guy first. So I need to get in here with the saw. And I just need to make a generalized removal of each side. And what that means for this component is that eventually I'm going to have enough shit to stick on there to really make it worthwhile. I scored that side. Now I need to do this side. Being careful not to touch details. Get it close enough to the table. And now I can use chisel to actually break this part down a little better. There we go. Clean out. There we go. That's what I want. Now for the other side, much easier. All right. Now we have this mostly hollow component here. I'm now going to trim it down a little bit because we're going to try and fit it on top of our chest block. And that's going to look awesome. Let's see. While I'm trimming this down, though, I just want to say that I'm very grateful for everyone who actually comes in and pays me a visit from time to time. Even though I mostly I confess I do this for myself more than anyone else. to be perfectly honest with you. But everyone who shows up, I'm just grateful for. And I don't know. It's weird because this started out as I'm just going to make stuff that I want to watch situation. And now I'm in a situation where I have like a bunch of cool people that come and see me and that I can just talk to. It's not a situation I ever thought I'd find myself in. So, yeah. Everyone who comes to visit, thank you. Thank you for being awesome. And for being I don't know. Not only a constant source of amusement for me, but just being a bud. It's something that I appreciate, even if it doesn't sound like it sometimes. Alright. I was just checking in on this to make sure that it was curing the right direction. And it turns out it was, so... Hello. Alright. I'm gonna set this aside for now, because if I keep messing with it, I'm gonna mess it up. So... I was just making sure that it was curing correctly. I'm gonna search around my components bin again for some more... well, components. But... Ah, damn it. Okay, I thought I might have had something there, but never mind, I didn't. I thought I was gonna have something good for the legs or the feet or whatever, but then it ends up nah. My luck decided to say, nope, no you don't. Well, shite. I thought I had something and then I didn't. I very rapidly didn't. Where did I put it? I do want to hold on to those components though, because those might come in handy later. Same with some of these, but I'm very rapidly running out of parts that I actually want to use. I'm starting to run into a bit of a problem here. But that problem, thankfully, doesn't seem like it's going to last for much longer, because there are some parts here that look like they will fit and work good for me. I just need to figure out how. This is a weird sheet. It's just a weapon sheet, but yeah, why do I have that? Like a giant lance looking thing. Alright, hold up. Still looking. Still combing through the components bin. Like a prospector digging for gold. No, not that. I'm gonna put those back right there and start. You know what? I need to actually drag component bin a little closer. Okay. You're not really going to be able to see it, but you know what? So you get an idea of what we're doing here. My backlog. There are a shit. Yes, I literally do have a piece of luggage there that's full of just extra parts. It's a problem. That's why this project is happening, so I can clean it out. Anything that doesn't get used out of this gets thrown in the bin. So I want to make sure that I get the most out of everything that I'm using. Just to make sure that it actually gets used and it doesn't get, like, completely fucked over when it goes out into the bin. Ooh, okay, hang on. I found some extra components for my torso piece that I will happily use. And I just need to get them out. You know what? I'll throw it on the table. Let's see, I'll also throw this on the table. And then... Ooh, there's a gold mine in the bottom here. I just need to sift through this just for a moment. There we go. And can I find another one? Yes, I can. Alright. Hella. I think I just solved the problem here. And that was about what I was going to do with the feet. And thankfully, I think I figured it out. Ow. I kind of hurt my left arm doing that. God damn it. So, I have a foot problem, but thankfully the foot problem is not that hard anymore. Because I can just use these. I feel like for a build in this particular aesthetic, I need something that's a bit pointed. So that's what we're using here. And I need to find a piece that will go in here that will kind of lock it into place. Like, this is the one time I wish I had a polycap sheet so that I could... Like, this is the one time I wish I had a polycap sheet just so that I could attach the polycaps in there. And then I could do this. But this is a perfect time to use these feet. That's all I'm going to say. Or like the front toe part. And then for the back, I have these. They come from the same kit, but if it ain't broke, don't fix, I guess. And not only that, but I think it actually would work really well with the overall aesthetic. Yes. Yes, it will. So that's what we're going to do. Where's the drill? Okay. The drill is happening. And I need to open up this upper one. And now I need to perform open mech surgery on the back foot there. Because I broke it. That's okay. Even though I broke it, I can still hollow it out. Now, the only bad thing about hollowing this guy out is that I'm going to have to replace it with something. And I think that something is just going to have to be something that's got a 3mm in there, but it's going to be a bit difficult. But I believe we can do this. Yeah, there we go. I kind of wish I also had a means of, like, working a little bit higher up so you guys could see what I'm doing. But my camera doesn't have a zoom function. Which I think is a bit weird, considering what I need this for, but Maybe eventually I'll get something that has a better zoom function. Who knows? Who knows what the future holds? I think my housemate's having a bit of an issue in the kitchen. I just heard her gag like twice. Alright. I can't really get in there as well as I want to. Mitts. Buddy. I don't know what look Mitts is trying to give me right now, but it's adorable and a bit weird. The last stream I did, she had me doing... I had to bring her up here so she could confess her sins. It was kind of hilarious, to be honest with you. Hold up. I'm just gonna check something real quick. Alright. Look at all of that progress. Yeah, I know, bro. I have 2 of the arm components. Oh, Sleeps is here. Yes, indeed. Yeah. So what I've done is the torso armor, I'm eventually going to be using this, but we're going to be putting this guy in place of the normal, like, I guess the best way to put it is armpit armor. It's kind of what it is. But we're going to be replacing this flimsy one with this guy, so that when we have some room, it'll look like this. I want to give it a little bit more of an Armored Core vibe. So that's kind of what I'm working towards. Plus, since the arms are so freaking long, in both, like, up and down kind of positioning, I'm really looking forward to seeing how this thing actually plays out when you've got these bad boys. But I was able to engineer my torso so that it can actually fit in there. It's kind of flush. I don't want to actually put it in there right now because it's still curing, but we'll be able to do that right there. Yeah. And also I made knee armor. I was able to construct a form of knee armor. And now we're working on foot and elbow armor. I'm not too sure about this. Now that I'm looking at it again, it looks kind of dumb for how big it is, but I like the general geometrics of it. So I might use it in something else, but for this purpose, it looks kind of stupid. Yeah. So right now you've caught me at a time where I'm wishing I had polycap parts, because it would be really nice to actually just slot that in there, and then I'll actually have like a foot situation going on. Because I think for a build like this, having something a bit more pointed would look good, kind of like that. So I wish I had a polycap sheet so I could actually just crack this open again and then, you know, just be able to... I wonder if I have a polycap sheet. Hold on. Hold on, I need to actually get the luggage again. Oh my god. There we go. It's funny, I can't actually fit this thing on screen, but... Oh, I do have a polycap sheet. Hell yeah. But I actually have like a piece of luggage here that has a bunch of like iron-blooded orphans extra parts. And that's mostly where these extra parts are coming from. So, like IMO slash 30-minute missions kind of deal. All right. Cool. I'm glad I was actually able to find a polycap sheet. That'll make this exceptionally easier. Because now, even though I don't really like polycaps all that much, it will serve the purpose of giving me something to latch onto without having to fully, like, rebuild the foot or, like, the leg unit. So, I can do that. And then, oh, come on. I'm also realizing now that my model's spazzing out, but daddy's got to work. All right, hang on. There's that. All right. Yeah, that works pretty good, actually. Now I just need to figure out how I'm going to engineer the back part. All right. Hold up. I actually have another idea. I need to actually widen... No, if I do that, it'll actually mess it up, though. Will it? I don't think it will, but I don't want to take that risk. Because the walls in there are a little bit too thin for me to actually shave down. So we are now presented with another problem. And that problem is how to foot. So what I'm going to do is remove this side real quick, and I'm going to putz around with the polycap there. So that we can do that. Okay. We now have a situation where the foot is in place. Now if we put the top armor like that, it will have a toe bending motion. But the heel doesn't come back down as much as I want it to. So we have encountered another problem. And the solution is unclear. So for right now, I'll just put the other side of the foot on, and then I'll keep looking around. I'll keep shopping around for solutions. Let's see, those should be cured by now, so I should be able to fit the arms on in just a moment. Okay. Gonna stick a polycap in there. Yeah. I was almost hoping to avoid using polycap. Hi, the Shining Cats. Hello. GUNPLA currently making a Shine Greymon. Nice. Hell yeah. That sounds dope. Okay. Yeah, I'm building something completely unique right now. Alright, come on. Pop in there. This is why I hate polycaps. Alright. I'm gonna have to turn this guy back around. Come on. There we go. How you doing this evening, the Shining Cats? What's up? How you doing? Alright. Let's see here. Got that going. And I'm going to try this again. Hopefully it works. Looks like it's working. Okay, cool. All right. It actually worked. I wasn't expecting it to. Those are always the best. Alright, let's see. But hell yeah, Shine Greymon is dope. Alright, this is kind of where we're at. Now I need to figure out how I'm going to do the heal. And also, it's more delicious. Also, the Shine Greymon comes with the Geo Grey Sword. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, that sounds dope. Let's go. Alright. So, I now have a situation where the foot, it kind of works. It's just... I just really want it to work better. Alright, let's see. I think it'll look better once I actually get a heal put onto this thing, but for right now it looks a little bit on the weird side. Because this thing's kind of just standing on its tippy toe. And it does not want to go down. I think what I need to do... Oh, shit. It's reclining back now. You know what I'm going to do temporarily, just so it stands up straight while I'm doing this? We're going to just hook it onto this. And do that. So that it has something to kind of lean on until I can get the back of the foot done. But I like the idea of using these because they're a little bit on the, like, I don't know, they're a little bit on the weirder side, and I like it. I also need to figure out upper leg armor, upper arm armor. But before I do that, I'm gonna try something. Let's see. This needs to get removed so that I can put it in my actual chest armor. Problem is that I have removed a lot of the inner structure here. So this component's gonna get in the way unless... Okay, hang on. I know how I'm gonna do this. First, I need to remove the structure here. So we're going to do some trimming. Yeah. The Shining Cats. And I seek some good Digimon Gunpla, Dukemon and Alphamon. Nice. Yeah. Right now what I'm doing is I mean, you've kind of been seeing what's been going on here, but I built an inner frame completely out of like 30-minute missions and like builder's parts Gunpla. And now I'm just putting armor on it. And it's all coming from my backlog. So I'm in a situation where I need to clean out my backlog a lot. And it's all kits I know I'm probably never going to actually build. Or parts that I've used for kit bashes in the past and just have leftovers. That's what this is. So my inner frame boy here is a product of its time. Let me tell you that. It's also kind of like my wish fulfillment kind of thing where I just really want to make something totally unique, and yeah, that's what we're doing here. Let's see. I forget. Is this... Okay, this is the side that goes in like that, I think. Yes, indeed. Okay. All right, cool. Cool. So now I actually have a component here that'll let me put vents in the chest. So it comes from an older version of the same kit. So now I can just kind of slot that in there. And it will look good. Alright. I also need to be a bit more careful because I could push out the other component that I have lying around in here. Ugh, pliers. I'm not a pliers person with Gunpla, not since the Biazelmon disaster of 23. Oh no. Oh no. I think I lost the other vent. Nope, I didn't. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. I wish I had pliers. I wish I had pliers. These are just my hobby nippers. Okay. That was almost disastrous. That would have actually made me a bit sad. I would have been like, nah. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, let's see. Alright, yeah. All I need to do is just line this up and then push it in. I'm also not totally attached to the idea of these, so if these like break off or get damaged, I'll probably fixate on it later, but alright. Time for some Plastaweld. This stuff is magic. When I can hide where I pull it up, that is. Alright, here we go. We have the Plastaweld in there. I know you're using Hanser when you're removing the parts, but I'll take it over a miscut. Yeah. Oh, come on. The vent won't go in. Okay, the vent has gone in. Lovely. Okay, yeah. This is the goal here, to put vents in there. Alright. I'm gonna have to secure it down. Make sure my other nubbin is curing correctly. Yeah. I'm in a situation right now where my hands don't hurt too much, but I am able to do almost anything I want right now. This is one of like many projects that I've done that include excessive amounts of Gunpla. Alright, here we go. Plop it in. There it goes. Beautiful. Alright, now I just need to make sure it's lined up on the other side. Kinda. I need to kind of push it through a little more, but... Oh no. Oh no. Oh yeah. Okay. Now it's working. I just need to be very careful. Alright, let's see. That in Digimon has some really good Gunpla. I've never actually built any Digimon kits. Tell me about them. I did like Digimon growing up, so I wouldn't be against trying to build a Digimon kit. I've just never built any of the Digimon kits. I'm also someone who hates stickers with a burning passion, so if they have a lot of stickers in them, like a lot of color correcting stickers or stickers for whatever reason, I'm gonna be upset. So yeah, go ahead and tell me about some of them. I've never actually built any Digimon kits. That might be something cool to experiment with one day. Okay, let's see. They do, so it will likely not be my cup of tea. Ah. Yeah, I notoriously hate stickers. Like, So there's someone on the Twitch side of this. His name's Kaze. And he watched me put together the entirety of the Kamen Rider Hibiki kit. And I was crashing out every like 10 minutes over how many stickers there were. Because, good lord, I hate stickers. Stickers make me angry. So I'm like, just make good color separation. And every time I see the potential for good color separation and they don't do it, it makes it even worse. I'm like, you gotta be shitting me. I really need you to do some good color separation and you didn't. Like, I get demonic about how much I don't like stickers. Let's see. What can I do? Actually, speaking of cup of tea, I should probably take another drink of it. I have a cup of tea here, so... There we go. Now I need to figure out something to do... Actually, hang on. I just thought of something. I could use these. Shine Greymon Gunpla will make you pop a hernia. The feet were the worst because the guide wasn't clear, so the feet of it won't have stickers. Ew. Oh, no. Oh, no. That sounds monstrous to me. Oh my goodness. Alright, hang on. In terms of this project, though... Ooh. ちょっと待ってください. I think we may have found something that might be good looking. Mind, I will have to, if I go this route, because this actually does look kind of a, oh, for frick's sake. This is why I hate polycaps too. Polycaps and stickers are my worst enemy. But right now, the polycap is a ally of convenience. But let me just say this, oh, for frick's sake. If I go this route, I'm gonna really have to find some form. I'm gonna have to find some real good form of back leg armor to make it balance out, because this looks a little bit weird. Some of the Digimon Gunpla are good. You have to do some of the Royal Knights with Alphamon, Dukemon, Omegamon. Yes, I'm using their Japanese names. That's all right. I don't judge people for doing Japanese in here. Let's see. For frick's sake. Yeah, if I... Oh, okay. Here's something that I'm thinking about. I'm probably going to run the... You know what? I'm gonna, because this is infuriating. Since I don't have a way of actually accessing the back polycap in a good way, I'm going to sand the back of this so that I can actually access it easier. So, here we go. I'm going to remove enough material so that... Let's see, Wargreymon, Metal Garurumon, Beelzemon, and Black Wargreymon. Alright. Alright. Something to think about. Hell yeah. I want to try and get this so that I'm at least close to the polycap, but not enough material removed that it would compromise the structure. Okay, here we go. All right. We are getting close to the polycap. It's a bit worrying, but I'm going to remove just a touch more just to make sure. And I'm going to make sure not to press too hard so that I don't remove, or so I don't create a bevel, I should say. Now, if they had Leopardmon or Lucamon, I'd hop on that in an instant. All right. Oh, shit. Did I mess this up? I better not have messed this up. Okay, I didn't mess it up. Hey, Reptimus, what's up, dude? We are currently building the inner frame again, and mother of God, I hate polycaps. But I think I got it to work out, kind of. So we should be fine. I'm also trying to figure out what I need to do for the back of the leg here. Take my word for it. That's right. All right. Yeah, the back of the leg so far has been kind of a trial and a half, but I really want this thing to look more like an armored core than an actual Gundam. But don't forget to log into GBO2 for your free suits. I did it yesterday, so I'll need to do it before I go to bed tonight. Yes, thank you for the reminder. I did manage to rank myself up enough to make it to Lance Corporal. So, I can actually paint my machines now. Yeah. I haven't gone much further than that, though, because, as previously stated, I kind of hit my limit on how competitive I want to be. But I remember all I really want is to just, like, slap a custom coat of paint on my machines. Because that shit would be dope as hell. You know what's funny is that I may not even use these, like, feet fronts. Part of me just doesn't really like how the tips of them look, but we'll see. Still grinding away at that. Yeah, do it. What? Let's see. I'm gonna have to remove the foot for a moment so I can actually attach this. And then, come on, get in there. All right, well, it kind of works. The more I look at the back of the foot, though, the less I like it. I'm gonna have to do something about that, because that's a good enough placeholder, I guess, but oh shit, don't drop. Don't drop the kit bite. God damn it. One of us already fell on the floor today. I don't want my model kit falling on the floor. All right. Oh yeah, you weren't here when I told that story earlier, but I fell off of a ladder at work, and now I feel like I've gotten my ass kicked. They decided to put like the refreshers and the teas and shit on a top shelf. So while I was trying to refill them earlier, I fell like 2 or 3 feet and I've like landed on my side. So I ended up in a situation where I was like in a shit ton of pain. But I'm still in a shit ton of pain. Ugh. Damn. So right now I'm on a lot of ibuprofen and spite. Because, god damn it, I didn't want to hurt myself in that way, but it just kind of happened. All right. I'm not really a fan of how these back of the feet look, though. I'm going to have to do something about this. But for right now... My torso's looking good. It's curing. And it's actually curing in the right way, so... Hell yeah. Hell yeah. So yeah, I fell 3 feet, like, I fell like 3 feet off a ladder at work today. Hi bro, it's 3:30 a.m. here, so I'm gonna go get some sleep. Alright, go get some good rest, brother. Yeah, thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I fell 3 feet off a ladder off of a ladder while trying to refill tea. Because the floor was wet. Our step ladder sucks ass, and yeah. I feel like I got my ass kicked. Workers' comp? I should. I really should, man. Oh my god. Hurt like a bitch, too. Anyway. You should go get yourself some good rest, my friend. Hella. Thank you for stopping by. This is HR Prime talking. Oh, shit. That's how you know it's serious. Okay. Workers' comp claim. Well, we'll see. We'll see. If they actually do pay out something for that, I will, but... I just need to not raise any trouble for the last, like, however much time I've got left at this job. Because I'm going to be going to, I'm going to become a tradie soon. And I'm going to be learning how to weld. Which will be awesome. Alright, these are not the runners I'm looking for. Damn it. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Alright, let's see. Make Gundams IRL. You know what? I'm down. Tell you what. Once I finish trade school and I get over 200 followers, I'll build a 1-to-1 scale Gundam. You damn right I will. Hell, I won't even need the 200 followers. I'll just do it because it's fucking cool. Let's see. I'll stream that shit. We'll make it happen. A working gun. Oh shit. I mean, that would put some of my engineering to work. It'll actually let me use some of it. It would actually, so don't give me any ideas, Prime. I'll do it. Oh, believe you me, I will do it. Don't tempt me. Alright, 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 alright. Fine. I'll do it. I'll do it once I learn how to weld. I gotta go do the welding thing first, and then I can do that. Alright. Hell yeah. That's a plan, then. As soon as I learn how to weld, there's gonna be real Gundams being made. And it's not gonna be from Anaheim. Gonna be a Bite the Robot production. And I'll tell you what, I actually once, you know what's funny is that when I was doing engineering in uni, I had written a paper about a hypothetical auto balancer that I could make for a real, like, not giant mech per se, but like a form of like robot or machine. Are you finishing, son? You know, we've made progress. The chest unit looks good. And right now I'm working on the legs. Because I've come to learn I don't really like how the back of the feet look. They look kind of like ass, so I'm trying to make a component that will actually look better. But what I do have, Ski Gundam. Oh god. No. Let's see, what I do have is most of the torso done. I don't actually want to put that in yet because it's still curing, but yeah, we're making some good ass progress here. I just need to fix the back of the feet because they look like shit. Like, I don't like that. That looks bad. And it should feel bad. So I'm doing that whilst also trying to talk about a little bit of my engineering that I did in uni. It's one of the skills I started doing and then switched because I was like young and stupid. I changed my major too many times, but I learned a bunch of skills that I'm glad that I have. And major changing sucks ass. Let me just put that out there into the universe. God damn it. It's okay, I have more components I could stick in there. That will actually probably be better anyway. Alright. Get in there. But yeah, for right now, I'm still kind of recovering from my work fall, because I'm like, Jesus Christ. Jesus H. Christ. Let me tell you, buddy. Alright, I'm out, homie. Have a great one. I will, Prime. Thank you for stopping by. Thanks, brother. Go get yourself some good rest. Alright, let's see. I'm gonna modify these guys, actually. And I think they will actually work better. Alright. I'm gonna do just a dry fit. Oh yeah, that's gonna work great. Hold on. I just need to remove the connector portion. And make sure I don't fuck that up. You know what I want? You know what I've always wanted to do now that I think about it? I've always wanted to mod No Man's Sky so it actually has so that it actually has ACs in it. I think that would be dope as fuck. I'll really want to be able to use my armory mod AC in No Man's Sky. That would be really, really cool. And actually do like a full mercenary playthrough of that game. Yeah, I know it's supposed to be like vibesy space game, but I want ACs in it. ACs would be dope as hell. Let's see. Also, I'm just now realizing something. Huh. I wonder when my email went off. Weird. Okay, well, continuing on. I really would like to have an AC game. Or like an AC mod for No Man's Sky. Shit would be dope. There's a lot of shit that I want to do that would be dope, but I cannot do. Not from lack of want, but for lack of time. How about playing Omega Phoenix when it comes out? Now, I played a little bit of the demo. I think it's cool, but it's got a long way to go. It's got a really long way to go. I like that it basically plays like Last Raven, but not Last Raven. It plays like Armored Core 4. There's just some parts of it that really annoy the shit out of me and that kind of take me out of the game. One of which being it's like, okay, so it has this thing where you can choose an upgrade after you've like basically leveled up. But the thing is that it pauses the game right in the middle of the action to make you do that. And I think that's irritating. How about a dedicated one episode of From Software Gundam Unicorn game? I mean, I like the Unicorn Gundam, and I really like the and I like how it looks. I don't want to be the one flying it. Is the thing. Because let me just put it this way. I don't want to be responsible for its Psychomu system going crazy. But that doesn't mean to say I wouldn't play it. It just needs to be implemented well. It's better than Never Ending Tomorrow. Look, that's not a high bar. Never Ending Tomorrow sucks ass. And it's not just because it's associated with Gundam Seed. It's because it's just a shit game. Let's see. Also, there's a very distinct lack of Astrays in it, so it makes it worse, I'm afraid. I don't understand why you've chosen to... At least we got to play as side story pilots. I guess. But that's not much of a consolation, is it? Because those side story pilots don't really matter all that much. It's like, ooh, look, cool, I got to play the Gundam Seed equivalent of Slegger Law. The only missing Astray from that game is the green. I forget, did it have the Red Dragon Astray? I can't remember. It's been too long. Alright, let's see. I'm going to let these cure over here. I really like the Astray theme. Okay, hang on. I'm going to take a quick break and sip some tea. There we go. Only a stray red flight unit. Mm-hmm. Thought so. Even less reason for me to like it. Okay, let's see. What do I want to work on now? Because I need to wait for the feet to... I need to wait for the heal to cure. I guess I can work on the side leg armor now that I'm really thinking about it. Like the sides and back. So, how do I want to tackle this? So for the sides and the back armor, one thing that I can do... Where are the parts I was looking at earlier? Over here, okay. Now these ones I'm reasonably sure I'm not going to get away with without using Plastaweld, which annoys the hell out of me, but we do what we must because we can. And part of that is going to have to be... Let's see... Okay, here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna need another one of these shield unit components. And then, what I could do... Let me show you what I'm thinking. Because I already have a couple of those shield unit looking things holding these guys up. I will need another one. And put it like this, like in the back section. But then I can Plastaweld it like that. So not only will I have the ability to attach something to the back of the leg, I'm also going to have one of these I'm also going to be able to like hide these like that. That might be the play actually. And I will have to sacrifice the ability to make elbow armor until I can get another shield unit looking thing, but I think it's worth it. So I'm gonna... Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it. So this is gonna need to face that way. And then I'm going to need to weld it like that. Sort of like this. It's going to be a little bit of a pain in the ass, but... You know? Worth it in the end, I think. And I'm going to have to do it 4 times, so... Let's see, I'm going to have to remove... I'm going to have to remove the front leg armor on this for now. How about Kamen Rider game? We'll see. I'm still in the we'll see. Because similarly to my PS5 emulator, or my PS5 kind of messing up my streams, because my laptop just straight up isn't strong enough to support a capture card. I learned that emulators can do the same thing, where it can just kind of fuck up your stream settings. So I'm going to try and stay away from those kinds of games for a little bit until I upgrade my PC. No, I misspoke. I meant like my PlayStation 5 or an emulator, not PlayStation 5 emulator. I misspoke. Let's see. Shite. Alright. I need this structure to be kind of intact so that when I actually equip this... Alright. This is going to have to be the side that... Okay. Here comes the part I hate. I'm going to have to do this in a way where I now commit. So... if I visualize it like this, it's going to have to fit on the leg in that direction. And now, here we go. I'm worried. I'm worried. Okay, I think I'm no longer worried. The only crappy thing about this is that I'm going to have to let it cure overnight. Just to make sure, so... I have it down and secured. Mostly. Alright, cool. There we go. And now I'm going to seal it. There we go. One more time on this side, just to make sure. Okay. Now I let it cure. Whew. The usage of Plastaweld. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not putting Gunpla in my microwave. Are you insane? You off your rocker, buddy? I'm not gonna put Gunpla in the microwave. Are you nuts? Oh, fuck me. That's... No. That's not happening. I'm not gonna do that. That's a real bad idea. Okay, so this one... I'm thrown by that now. Okay, this one has to go the other way. So, where this one... Use bread cut... That's not gonna happen. You absolute madman. Hell no. Don't make me get the spray bottle again. Alright, let's see. Okay. So that one will fit that way. This one must fit the other way. Okay. Here we go. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. We'll burst into your room saying it's raw. Well, then he better be ready to get uppercutted in the nose, because I don't like people breaking into my shit. Let's see. And now I have to center this. Awesome. There we go. And where's the lamb sauce? Let's see. I think once I get these set up, I'll probably call it for the night. Just because I'm getting a bit tired, but also I need to let these cure anyway, so I can't really continue. Maybe I'll do an extra stream, though, later today. Okay. Yeah, that works. That works. Okay. So that's just for one leg. And now that I kind of have the gist of how this is supposed to work, I need to make them face the same direction. Yeah. I need to make them face the same direction and ensure that the structure is going to stay. We've made a lot of progress tonight, though. I'm really proud of it. Okay. So for this one, we first tack it on there. All right, here we go. Let's see, now center it. And I should be able to now do this. And do... Oh, shit. What the fuck? What have I done? Okay, no, we're good. I panicked for no reason. Alright. We're alright. We're alright. I panicked for no reason. I was like, I'm panicking now. Okay, no. No, I'm not. I was gonna panic because I thought I lost the component after it jettisoned itself out of my hand at Mach 9. But I believe we're doing fine again. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and seal it. Just like I did with the other components. Then... I might do an extra... Yeah, you know what? I might actually do an extra GUNPLA stream this week. Once I get all of this cured up and ready to go. Just so that I can showcase the assembly process. Mach 9, that's still slower than the Xeon Dop fighter, the Dopest fighter of them. Oh my god. Cornball. Let's see. And now we tack this on. Alright, there it is. Centered. Yes. I need to push it over just a touch, but... Okay, cool. Well, we got a it's got a collapsible roof, so it's the... Oh my goodness. Lined up with the bottom right there. Okay, cool. All centered. Let's go. Then we do that. Xeon also made their own Harley Davidson bike. I believe it. Let's see. Get that. It's the hover bike that you could see in MS Igloo. Ah. Naruhodo. Naruhodo ne. Alright. There we go. Whew. And you can build it. Let's see, I got these curing now. Now, I think I should probably call it so that I can rest, let these things cure, and then... I may do an extra GUNPLA stream this week, just so that I can keep working on... Actually, you know what? I do need to cure more of this. Hold on. Before I end, I need to do some more curing. Hang on. I just now realized that I still need to weld a couple of more parts together. It's not a great kit. I've watched someone in YouTube building that hover bike on stream. It's too tall. Oh, much too small, thin parts. Gotcha. Here we go. I'm gonna seal that up. Same with this one. Make sure that it is curable. All right, there we go. Neat. So those are going. This one needs to cure kind of overnight, but I do want to test fit. Because this will eventually replace this, so... Okay, yeah. I think I know how I'm going to do that. But I'll do it later. Let's see, I've seen the Xeon MS carrier model. Carrier heli. Oh. Oh, shit. Nah, I'm not going to do that on the inside. Actually, would that work? No, I should just stick to the plan. Otherwise, I'm going to end up breaking something stupid. I'm going to break something in a stupid way if I do it that way. Okay. So, we have our parts curing. I'm probably going to call it here, but this is the state of the inner frame. The armor is currently being made. There has been a lot of sculpting and a lot of Plastaweld used tonight, to the point where I'm a touch nervous about how this is going to end up looking at the end, but the goal here is to make something that hits in the same way as, like, AC, but it's still clearly, obviously Gundam. You know what I mean? So, we're looking for sharp, we're looking for geometric, we're looking for good shit. Well, you did say it's scratch build, so of course it need a lot of cutting. Yeah. A lot of cutting and gluing, I'll tell you that. But yeah, so we're going to have the backs of the feet done. We're going to have most of the armor done. Or most of the leg armor done, I should say. We still have to do torso, and we still have to do a lot of shit, but... yeah. I think it's coming together really nicely. And also, I have a full armor 7th Gundam in my backlog that I'm tempted to pull parts from, because... Okay, I'm actually just going to give you the lore of my area for a bit while I'm adjusting these and making sure they cure correctly. So I have a store here called Oriental Gifts, and it's where I get most of my Gunpla. The unfortunate reality of it is, though, is that Oriental Gifts is kind of a crapshoot, whether or not you get what you're actually paying for, or you get something different. Or, God forbid, you end up in a situation where you buy something and it's either completely different from what you were originally supposed to be getting, or you get Chinese bootleg. And to give you a fun and funny example of what I mean by this, I once bought a full armor or a full mechanics Gundam Barbatos, but when I opened the box, It was a Chinese bootleg of the Eclipse Gundam. No, it's not even a lucky box. What it is literally it's ghetto as fuck, so they just sort of throw shit into a box and it's either the stuff that came with it or it's nothing at all. Hence why we have the situation of me getting something like Full Mechanics Barbatos, but it's a Chinese bootleg of the Eclipse Gundam instead. I wish I still had it, but I think I threw it into my storage unit, but yeah, stuff like that. So I have a full armor 7th. Looking at Eclipse, that's probably Barbatos.
Exactly. Yeah, you get it.
But yeah, no, that's what I mean, is that you either get what you paid for or you get something completely different. It's just whatever the gods of Oriental Gifts decide they want for you that evening. So yeah. I'm going to be taking a look at the potential disaster that would be my so basically you got Daban Eclipse Gundam. Yep. Except here's the thing about the Chinese bootleg that I got of the Eclipse Gundam. It was even more of a Chinese bootleg than you think. Like, it was terrible quality. I still built it because I had nothing better to do that day, but mother of God, that was some shit, brother. That was some crazy shit. But yeah, I think that's gonna. Holy shit! I just needed a yawn. I think that's gonna do it for us for tonight, though, because I need to let these things cure, and I'm tired. We were able. Wait, that's probably from Modong. Yeah, it was dog shit quality, my guy. Like it was actually really bad. So yeah, I'm gonna check the. Let's see. Modong was famous for making a bootleg out of a bootleg out of a bootleg. I'll take your word for it because honestly, I don't even have it anymore. I think I threw it in my storage unit. Like, I was actually so, like... Well, no, I just ran out of space in my home, so I was just like, you know, this thing's a bootleg. It doesn't really earn top billing on my shelf, so... We're just gonna put it in the unit. And it may never see the light of day again, or it might, depending on my mood. So, yeah. There's that. Daban Eclipse have the exact same mold with Bandai. Well, then mine must have been the whatever you said. Because I remember that it was ass. Like, this was like Chinese bootleg that you knew was Chinese bootleg. I just looked at the Oriental store based on where you said it was before. Look at that place. Anime waifu statues with stickers all over the nipples. Haha. Yeah, it's special. Yep. There were some choices made about it. It's kind of whack. Let's see, barely safe for work. I wouldn't even call it that. I'd just call it bad. Okay, let's see. I also love the airsoft guns that look like they're gonna fall off the rack, right? Like, when I say this place is ghetto as fuck, I'm not joking. This place is ghetto as fuck. It's like it's a treat to go there just to see how like shit it is. Like it's actually hilarious when you think about going into that store and like it's a crapshoot. My favorite thing when I go in there is actually like when you go and get the keyblades. Because for some reason the one that's closest to where I live, there's just an entire ass rack of like bootleg keyblades from Kingdom Hearts. It's so whack looking, dude. And all I can think of when I see it is, you gotta be shitting me. This is really what... Okay. Do they have website? I want to see it. I guess they do. I didn't know they had a website until Sleeps pointed it out just now. I legit didn't know they had a website until just now. I don't want to dox him. That's fair. Thank you. Probably not a good idea. But mother of God. like using information accidentally said the location in a previous. Yep. Yep. I appreciate not being doxxed. Thank you. At least download the pictures and send it to me, the products, not the store. Maybe later, yeah. I will. But, my God. It's special. Like, it's literally like, okay, let me put it to you this way, Kaze. It's pop culture shit, but it's so bootlegged that you could practically see like the leg where the boot came from, and then they made a plastic mold of it. It's a very special place. And it has a very special place in my heart because of how ridiculous it is. And here I thought my toy shops over here have the worst knockoff products. Oh no. Literally, no. Oriental Gifts is quite something. That's how we're gonna phrase that. It's quite something. And I need you to know, Kaze, every time I go in there, it's kind of ridiculous how it looks. Like, that place is absolutely absurd. Also, I know I said it was going to end soon, but I always keep getting drawn back to trying to... I'm getting constantly drawn back to trying to do these feet before I go. My goodness. Well, still selling Gunpla like a lucky box. Yeah. Well, it's not even that they sell it like a lucky box. That's the thing. Like, they market it as the Gundam that it's supposed to be in the box. But there's like a 50-50 chance that it's either incomplete, like someone's stolen the runners out of it. Oh, I want to buy the Gundam. Instead, I got a Zoc instead. Yeah, sort of. it's like a 50-50 crapshoot of whether or not you actually get the thing you want, or you get the, oh my gosh, knockoff Labubus. Sleeps, isn't that store just magical? Like, just from the website, I guess? Imagine going to this shit in person. It's like the cheesiest Grumbo in there. It's not even a Labubu. Yeah, they have like crazy ass pop culture things in there, but the thing is that at least in terms of the Gunpla, which absolutely destroys me. I'm just looking at the Google reviews, by the way. The website is much more professional looking. I didn't even know they had a website. That's all I'm gonna say is that's hilarious. Also a Jesus statue made of jade on a cheap wooden cross. That's how you know. No, the Gokus all look pretty legit. Okay. Well, like I said, they sometimes have like pretty legit looking stuff in there, but they also have like horrific looking Chinese bootleg. Oh my goodness. The next time I go, I'll take a picture. How about that? That won't dox my location. All right, let's see. This here. I need to do something about these feet, man. They're getting rowdy on me. Damn. Let's see. Over here, I've seen Dragon Ball toys, but with a different name on the packaging. Oh my god. Ah, hell. The DBZ stuff looks like the only official statuettes. Oh yeah. You know what's funny is that you can actually also buy drug paraphernalia in there. We used to have a knockoff Beyblade, but with DBZ characters. But yeah, no, what's also funny is that in the Oriental gift shop, you can also buy drug paraphernalia. Like pipes and shit. So whenever you go in there, there are people who sometimes go in there to buy like hookahs. Is that a Winnie the Pooh pipe? It might be. That wouldn't surprise me even a little bit. Like, if there was a Winnie the Pooh pipe, it would be at Oriental Gifts. You know what? One of these days... Nah, never mind. I wouldn't do that. More like Snoop Poo at this point. I was gonna say, one of these days I need to bring you and the boys over here just so you guys could go to the Oriental gift store and just see the crazy bullshit that this place entails, because it's ridiculous. Like, okay. Let me put it to you this way, Kays. There is no other place I've ever seen, like, retail-wise, where you can see like a weed pipe, and then 3 aisles down is an anime statuette with that's like a bootleg of a bootleg of a bootleg, and then an actually good like statuette. A rack full of Gunpla that is a crapshoot, whether or not you actually get like the thing. But then you also have like a wall of like swords. There's like a wall. Okay, so the one near my house, or where I live, they have a wall of swords and airsoft guns that all look like they're just gonna fall off the wall. And these are like wall hanger mall ninja bullshit that looks so stupid. Military cosplay stuff there too, like tactical vests. The one near my place doesn't have that. Oh my god. But yeah, no, but the one near my place does have like the airsoft gun collection, and they also have like a knife wall, and they also have the katana wall. Like, it's just a bunch of like wall hanger katana, like display katanas that you can put in your room and shit. And they also have like these painted wall scrolls. Hey, what did you buy at the Oriental at the Oriental store? I just bought some Winnie the Pooh tanks, some weird ass Gundam, and this anime waifu stuff. You know what's funny is that they actually had a Witch from Mercury wall scroll at the one that I go to. But the tag on it, like below it, said something like it said something like robot princess something. But it was like Witch from Mercury. It was so weird, dude. Like, holy balls. Also I realized that my camera just froze. Hold up. How long has that been? How long did that happen? What the hell? That's what I get for talking about Oriental gifts, man. Even proper bootleg company didn't name their bootleg Witch from Mercury kits with that name. I know, right? Like, I cannot describe to you how funny it is that it's so dumb, but it's so funny. Oh, damn. I'm realizing now that my camera is completely screwed. Maybe it is a good time to end. Good lord. Let's see, droid cam. You're too late. I'm already laughing nonstop since Sleep said Winnie the Pooh tank. Well, it's a Winnie the Pooh pipe. So it might be like, so it's like Winnie the Pooh drug paraphernalia. Oh my god, Oriental gifts. It is a beautiful, beautiful privilege. Yeah, pipe, tank, it's all the same. It's not. One of them you do drugs out of. What a conversation this is. Oh my god. Oh, there it goes. Woo! Okay, I fixed it. It might actually be a pretty good time to end, though, because of... Oh god, on that note, my goodness. Well, we got a lot done on this one. I also got to talk about the amazing bullshit that is the Oriental gift store. It's so funny. And what's even weirder too is that, like, sometimes there is Gunpla there, sometimes there isn't Gunpla there. And honestly, like, I've been making the trip out to, like, Gunpla Heaven, or that's just what I've been calling it. And it's just this place that's a 45-minute drive out from my place, where they have, like, actual good gun, like, they actually have Gunpla there. Yeah. It's good shit. But, hold on, I'm gonna... Oh. There is an ad break going. 15 seconds, okay, hang on. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, there we go. But yeah, no, the Oriental gift store is crazy. Like, on this one, we were able to get a lot of shit done. We were able to, I was able to talk a little bit about Oriental gifts because of how fucking ridiculous it is. But there is actually a GUNPLA store out, like in 45 minutes drive from where I am. And I've been going there lately. Yes, it's a bit more of a drive, but it's an actual hobby shop that has a bunch of GUNPLA in it. But on that note, it must be one of those typical store inside of a mall or something. There is one. I mean, okay, I don't want to dox myself. But just know that there is one in a mall. There is also one not in a mall. Like, yeah. So, I think I'm going to call it for this evening. Thank you all so much for coming to join and visit. Wow, that was a sentence and a half, wasn't it? I'm going to need to make all of this shit cure overnight before I can actually start assembling again. And depending on how wrecked I feel from my fall at work, I may make more or less. I may do another GUNPLA stream. And I might not. Who knows? I might be a good noodle and actually take my day off, but we'll see. Anyway, thank you very much for joining us tonight. This has been a fun one. Catch y'all later. And if I don't catch you guys later on today, you'll probably catch me on Mecha Monday with the boys, where I get to actually fart around in my painted custom mobile suits because I finally actually reached Lance Corporal. So I can actually paint my shit now. Big Love Sleeps, thank you so much. I'm hoping that the Oriental gift store amused you. I was gonna say that, like, one of these days I should get the boys down here so that we can have a day going to the Oriental gift store. But my area is kind of a piece of shit, so you don't want to do that. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Catch you all in the next one. I may or may not see you guys later. Peace out.